Disney Plus are hiking prices again. They did it 12 months ago. They're doing it again now, which could see an extra 24 quid at most added to your accounts. But that's on top of also, just recently announced, a crackdown on password sharing, which means you're no longer going to be able to freely, at no cost, let other people use your account, or the other way around, you use somebody else's account. And that again could be adding on an additional cost on top of that. So overall, if you're watching Disney Plus, it is about to get more expensive. I'll take you through what those new price increases are and importantly, how you can beat it. There are a couple of deadlines coming up and a couple of tricks and hacks that might mean you can bring that cost down before the increase does come into play. Plus, I'll take you through how this new extra member feature, this password crackdown, and exactly how much that could cost you again, and with some ways that might be able to help you bring down those costs if possible. So what are the increases and when are they happening? Well, there are two dates you need to know in terms of this initial price increase. First of all, 17th of October. That is when, if you are signing up for the first time or signing up for a new, coming back again, or you are changing your plan, that is the date you need to beat to avoid getting hit with extra charges. If you are currently already signed up and you have no plans to change the one you're getting, then you won't face those new prices until you next get invoiced after the 21st of November. So for example, if your bill, you pay your bill on the 2nd of November, for example, that'll still be at the current prices, but the 2nd of December, if you're paying monthly, that is when it will be at the higher price. And if you're paying annually, well, then obviously you'll get that next price again, whenever that hits, wherever you are currently in that 12-month period. Let's say it's April next year. Well, when it renews, then it will be at the higher price. So there are two dates you need to know about. Let's talk you through exactly how much they're going to go up as well. So the good news is if you're on the standard with ads plan, that is not increasing at all. That stays at $4.99 a month. So no change there at all. Of course, you are going to be putting up with adverts throughout your programs and also some other restrictions there, such as you can't have downloads. The next level up, the standard one, that one is currently $7.99 a month. That is going up to $8.99 a month. So an extra £1 increase every month, £12 a year if you're paying monthly. If you are paying annually, there is an annual option here. That's going up by £10 from $79.90 to $89.90. That basically works out a 12.5% increase. So you think, oh, £1's not much or £10 not much, but 12.5% is actually quite a lot. You know, considering when we talk about inflation over the last few years, 12.5%, that's a high amount, right? And it's even higher when we talk about the increases to the premium tier. Now, premium is very, very similar to standard, but you get to have 4K viewing and you get to have Dolby Surround and you also get to have 4 concurrent streams rather than 2 concurrent streams. They're the differences there between those. That's going to increase from $10.99 a month to $12.99 a month. So £2 extra every single month, £24 a year if you are paying monthly. If you're paying annually, that's going to increase from £109.90 to £129.90, so an extra 20 quid there. But broadly, that works out again at roughly 18% increase, so even higher increase there on the costs that you're going to be paying. So what can you do about this? Let's deal with that first of all, and then we'll get on to the password sharing options. So talk about 17th of October deadline. Obviously, if you don't currently have Disney Plus and you want Disney Plus, then it makes sense to sign up for it before that date comes into play. And if you're paying monthly right now, then it makes sense and you're absolutely certain you want to keep Disney Plus for an entire year, then it also makes sense to sign up for the annual pass before that increases on the 17th of October. So think about that. Think about, do you want to get Disney for a year, whether you haven't got it now or you have got it, and are you willing to pay for it for that full time? Now, I'll take you through the options to bring those prices down a little bit in a moment, but what I would say first of all before that is a couple of things. First of all, most people I don't think need premium. I think if you are on premium right now, then you can also save money by dropping down to standard. So that'll be what I'll focus on here. I'll talk mainly here about the deals on standard, but they will also apply some of them to premium as well if you really want convinced you want to keep premium. And a big reason for that is a lot of people will have premium, not for the 4K, not for the Dolby Surround, but because it allows them to share with more households at the same time. But this crackdown on passwords coming along means that feature is going to be redundant. But I do appreciate some of you will be dedicated to having that 4K feature or have a household with 4 people in the same house all watching at the same time, which I think is unlikely, but it could be happening. But broadly speaking, standard is going to be your best option, or of course drop down to standard with ads if you don't mind adverts, because again that's going to be cheaper. There is no annual plan for that one, but it still would work out at roughly a lower price, particularly if you're paying monthly. The other thing I want to say here as well is Yes, this will save you money, what I'm going to take you through in a moment, these lower prices and these hacks to get it for a year for less. But do you actually need it for a year? Because I always, whenever I talk about streaming services with you guys, the main thing I say is it's impossible to really take advantage of multiple streaming services at the same time. You might have, there's so many of them now, right? Disney, Netflix, Amazon, Apple, Paramount. You've got iPlayer, you've got the Channel 4, you've got ITVX. You've got so many ways to stream content. And don't forget, just actually watching it live as well. That if you have loads of them, you're just going to end up watching one or two things and not getting your value for money. So my favorite approach when it comes to streaming is just to pay for one single month and ideally get free trials or a low price, whatever you can for those things. Or even if you have to pay full price, pay full price for that 1 month and then just solely watch that. Maybe 2 in any month at a push if there's something you really, really want to see and you watch it going out live. Very few of those kind of water cooler TV shows anymore, aren't there? But do that. And then once you've finished it, cancel it and then sign up for a different service and do the same and keep repeating that. And then come back to that initial service. You know, you watch Disney Plus now maybe, and then maybe you'll come back to it in January. Maybe you'll come back to it again in March, whatever it might be. You might watch it once, twice a month. You might watch it 8 times a month. But the point is you're mixing and matching between them. And that is going to be the cheapest way overall to save yourself some cash. But I haven't said that. And it's assuming you all know, I want Disney Plus. I definitely want it for most, if not all of the year. How can I bring the price down? Well, very simple option there, I'd say, is to buy before the 17th of October, get the annual pass at its current price. So £79.90 for standard, £109.90 for premium. But there are ways to reduce this. Got 2 favoured ones. Got the simple one and one which might bring the price down even more for some people. The simple one is you can actually get Disney Plus standard included with an UberOne membership. Now, UberOne is the membership for Uber, right? So you get discounts on your taxi journeys and you get discounts on your takeaways and things like that, which I don't think necessarily it's worth paying for just for those. But the inclusion of Disney Plus is a real bonus. Even more so when you consider that it's under 60 quid to buy UberOne. So straight away, if you just want Disney Plus for a year, the standard version, which costs you at the current prices $79.90, you can get it for £59 from UberOne. So that's the no-brainer, right? Really simple one. Do that. Sign up. You're locked in for a year. Remember, as with all of these, Disney and Uber, it's a direct debit. It will carry on paying month after month, year after year. So it's an annual pass. If you don't want it to continue after that, make a note for when to cancel it. That's a simple one, right? The slightly more complicated but potentially cheaper one involves cashback and stacking a number of cashback offers. So if you've not had Disney Plus before, you can get yourself £10 cashback when you go via a cashback site such as Quidco or Top Cashback. So that would take that $79.90 down to $69.90. Now, if you've never used a cashback site before, then there are welcome offers which can be worth around 20 quid as well. We've got a couple of those, one for Quidco, one for Top Cashback, listed over on becleverwithyourcash.com. So do check those out. So you sign up for those sites, get the £20 bonus and the £10 bonus. So that is 30 quid knocked off that price. But that's in cashback on the full price. There's another cashback you can earn from a number of bank cards worth 15%. Now, these offers come and go, but I've had a look and I can see it on my Monzo account and my American Express account. I haven't checked all my different bank accounts, so you guys know I've got a number of them, but I've seen it previously on the likes of Lloyds, on Halifax and Santander. I've seen it on Curve. So if you have got a current account which has those offers, often you have to activate them, so make sure you do that and then pay with that card, get another 15% off, then that brings that price down to below 38 quid. So that is going to be the cheapest way of getting it for a year. So that would be, say, a few more steps to do. I mean, it's literally, you sign up for a cashback site, you click through from a cashback site and you pay with a card that's given you a particular specific cashback promo on it. Then that will give you that discount again. Again, you can do that. Those offers will probably continue after the 17th of October. So if you miss that deadline, you might be getting the same size discounts, but of course, it'll be on that new higher price of $89.90. Again, do watch out. There might be caps on the amount of cashback you can earn. That 15% on the premium might be capped. It has been previously. So again, it might not work quite as well there, but great ways to bring the price down if you are absolutely committed to getting an annual pass. But there's one more as well, and I've spoken about this one with you guys quite a lot, but it's worth mentioning it as well. This is around the Disney Plus with ads. I'm not a fan of this. I don't like adverts, right? I'm willing and I'm able to pay that little bit more to avoid them. But some people don't mind about them, or they really need to bring the costs down, so in which case that's a compromise they're willing to take. Yes, you can pay $4.99 a month for that, and that will be 60 quid a year. So on a par with UberOne, but at least you've got that flexibility month by month to not do it every month if you don't want to. But the hack is to open up a current account with Lloyds Bank, specifically the Club Lloyds current account. This one will give you a free year of Disney Plus with ads, no cost at all. Now, you do have to deposit £2,000 into that current account every single month, because if you don't, you get charged a £3 fee. But that £2,000, one, does not need to stay in there, and two, does not need to be paid in one go. It can be cumulatively over the course of a month. And in fact, it could be the same smaller amount paid in, taken out, paid in, taken out, paid in, taken out a number of times. So you could pay £200 in, and over the month, repeat that same £200 back and forth 10 times, and you're sorted. Obviously, if you've got £2,000 that you can pay in one go, that's going to make it easier. But if you don't, that's a way around that. And that is it. And that is yours for a year. So Disney for free. You are completely beating this price increase. You're just beating the prices full stop. So that's what you need to do in the coming days if you want to get Disney Plus at a decent price. And show us again that UberOne price. It's potentially that might carry on past that deadline. We don't know for certain whether they'll change their offering once these price increases coming at all. So that's the first part. Second part, though, is this crackdown on password sharing. And that's why it's so important to talk about beating this price increase, because whether you are paying for your own account right now or whether you're using somebody else's account, very, very soon you're going to be faced with that choice. Do you just stop completely, or do you pay more, either for your own account or there's something called extra member? Now, we've already gone through what to do if you're going to have your own account. Okay, that sort of fits into what I said just now. The other option, though, the alternative option, if you want to continue either using somebody else's account or letting someone use your account, is something called extra member. Now, that might sound a familiar phrase, right? Because that's the same wording that Netflix uses when they did this, and they have made a huge amount of cash, which is why Disney Plus want to do the same thing. An extra member is exactly what it sounds like. You can add on an extra profile to your existing account for a charge, and that will let somebody else continue to use Disney Plus. Now, they'll be able to continue using it in a limited form. They'll only have a single profile they can access. So if they've got a household with lots of people watching different things, that's going to be gone. But they can continue watching it at the level that you're on. Okay, so if it's the with ads version, they'll be able to watch it with ads. If it's a standard or premium, they'll watch it at that same quality level as well. Now, you can only add one extra member to any account. So if you currently are sharing your account with a number of people, then you're going to have to choose who gets this extra member, if any of them at all, of course, right? So only one of them will be able to get this. And also, you're going to pay for it. The account holder is the person who will pay this amount of money. Now, whether the person you're sharing with, you sort something out that they send you the money, or whether they give you something in kind, like access to a different streaming service, that's for you guys to work out. But if you are the account holder and you agree to this, that money is coming out of your bill. And that potentially could see the actual amount that you are paying every month go up by as much as 80%. Absolutely huge amount there. The cost does vary depending on which one you are currently signed up for. If you're on Disney Plus Standard with ads, an extra member will be $3.99 extra every single month. That works out moving yourself from a $4.99 a month bill to an £8.98 month bill. That's where that 80% increase comes along. So yeah, we're only talking about an extra £4 a month, but 80%, that is a huge increase. And really, that's probably a situation where I would say, well, can't you both just open up a Club Lloyds account and get your free Disney Plus with ads, and you both get it for free? Okay, that's where I would say there. I would really be saying try not to do that one if you can, that extra cash. Now, for both standard and premium, the extra member cost is $4.99 every single month, regardless of whether you're paying for it monthly, the actual main account monthly, or annually. You still pay extra member charges month by month. We just give you that flexibility to turn them on and off if you want to. So that works out on standard. If you are paying monthly at that new price of $8.99 a month, if you are going to add on an extra member, that's a 75% increase over the year. If you're on premium, again, you're at the new price of $12.99 a month, and you add on an extra member every month, that's an extra 63% that you're adding on to your bill. Really, really absolutely huge increases. It's up to you to say whether you want to go down this route. Personally, I think most people are going to be better off looking at some of the things I mentioned before, because those hacks, those ways to bring down the price will be cheaper than adding on an extra member. The only difference is you are locked in for the full 12 months. If you are doing it just occasionally, maybe someone just wants it for a month and they'll give you a $5 for 1 month and you add them on, you can do that. And obviously you can change between extra members as you go along. But yeah, yet another price increase, which is sad to see, but not totally unexpected. And often when this happens, when one of them increases their prices, the others follow suit as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see one or two, if not more, of the other streamers also hike their prices over the coming months. My name's Andy Webb. Thank you so much for watching. Check out these videos here for more ways to make the most of your money.